So this method is one of my favorites because it is incredibly easy to do and you get your steak perfect every single time. So the first thing that you gotta do is make sure that you season your meat with salt. Now make sure that you give it at least an hour, if longer if possible, because the longer the salt sits on there, the better seasoned your steak is gonna be. What I like to do is I like to salt the steak and then leave it on a cooling rack in my refrigerator overnight, because overnight, all of that salt is gonna seep deep into the meat and it's gonna end up seasoning that steak perfectly. So I did that last night, and then this morning I pulled the steak out, I put a little pepper on it, and then just now I put on a little pat of butter. I have my oven set to 255 degrees and it's gonna be really low, but it's gonna slowly raise the temperature of the steak to 126 degrees. And so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get this steak on a cooling rack on top of a baking tray and we're gonna get it in the oven. Let's do it. I've got my steak on my cooling rack just like this. I've laid down some parchment. Make sure that you put down some aluminum foil. It's really just to make cleanup a little bit easier. I put that just on the inside of the cookie tray and this on top. I also have my Bluetooth thermometer, and what I'm gonna be doing is put this right in the very center, right in the middle of the steak, and I'm gonna be watching my temperatures on my phone, and when it hits 126 degrees, it's gonna be set. My oven is set to 255 degrees, and this should come up to temperature probably about 30-40 minutes. So let's go ahead and get this in the oven. So there you have it, incredibly easy. Now all we gotta do is wait for it to come up at temperature. It's gonna give me an alert on my phone when it hits 126 degrees. But in the meantime, you can get started on making your sides, or if you're not down like that, watch some TV and you can just meat out. I'm gonna make an espresso, and in about 20-30 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and get my charcoal grill started. Or if you don't have a charcoal grill, but you do have a flamethrower, you can actually do it with a torch and make your life incredibly easy. So there you guys have it, the perfect oven cooked steak, incredibly easy to do. I finished it off on the charcoal grill, but if you don't have a charcoal grill, no problem. You can always finish it in an iron skillet like the one that you saw in Danny's video, or you can even do it in a nonstick pan. It doesn't work as well as an iron skillet, but it'll get the job done. So there you guys have it. What we have here is a perfectly rare steak in the middle, perfect sear on the outside, and that is the benefit to the reverse sear in the oven. Incredibly easy to do. So let's go ahead and give it a taste.